Hello, everyone. It's Michael Fair from FilmFestivalCircuit.com, and I'm here to talk about the Atlanta After Dark Film Festival Winter 2024. We are excited for the event that's coming up in less than 2 weeks on February the 13th at the Plaza Theater in Atlanta. And we are joined today by Omar Reid and his crew. Omar is the writer of a screenplay called How to Make a Werewolf, which is nominated for the Best Horror Feature Screenplay Award, which is a huge honor because that is the most competitive category in all of Atlanta After Dark Film Festival. Welcome. How are you all doing?
Thank you. Doing great. Doing great.
Good stuff. So, Omar, tell me, what is your role in this screenplay? You know, as far as like writing and story and that type of thing, and can you give us a little synopsis of what it is about?
Okay, thanks for having us. My name is Omar Reid, and I am the writer for How to Make a Werewolf. I'm also the director. We actually filmed the movie, the feature for this, which is in post production now. Um, and pretty much the story is a urban action horror that basically explores themes of power, redemption, and unlikely alliances in that stems from keeping secrets. We all know what secrets can do to people. A few of the characters, they are confronted with consequences for their actions, and also involuntary consequences as a result of others. uh, in this particular film, it really blurs the line between who is a hero, who is a villain, and really explores the human experience, but in more so of uh, a horror feel, a horror psychological feel. Uh, with a film like this, it's really to give some sort of representation as well for people of color, because in this particular genre, a werewolf genre of film, we are underrepresented. And I believe that if we could give a different perspective on the idea of, what a werewolf is and how do they come about, this was a great opportunity for me to do that.
All right. Exciting stuff. You've shot the feature. That's great. See, I didn't know that. So I'm glad I do these interviews. So you've got a great crew with you, and they all must have contributed in some way. I'd love to get to know each of them. We'll start. Omar, you want to go ahead and introduce everybody here?
Sure, sure. We have Angel on the line. She's our makeup artist. Uh, she also acts as well. She have done a couple scenes, some very funny scenes, I should say.
I see the smiles.
Yes, we had a great time. I can't wait to actually. I haven't put it out in the trailer yet because it's I want to save it. But definitely great talent, very multi-talented. We have Jace. Jace is one of our stars. He's he's one of the person that turns into a werewolf.
Okay.
So that was fun. I know Jace never had that experience before, and I showed him a little preview of how he looks when he's transforming, and he
Oh
said that he looks
yes,
like Mr. Potato Head. So,
yes.
Hey, Mr. Potato Head creeps me out. So
but that was great. For Kayla and I have worked in the past on other films, features, and web series. She's a very talented actress. Any movie that I produce or write or so on, I always try to grab Kayla and say, "Come on, you know,
I
you're gonna do
appreciate
this
it.
role." So Kayla is one of our support actresses in the film. She plays a very jealous witch, and yeah, those are who we have today.
all right. Well, let's start with you, Angel. You're involved with this film. What made you just say, I want to work on this? What was it? What was the inspiration?
First, I love I guess underworld and like Harry Potter and like mystical movies and stuff like that. So when I had to audition for Omar, I kind of read the script and I knew that it was gonna be like a cool, fun movie. I
Mhm.
was supposed to audition for one of the other sisters, but I wanted to do like makeup and other stuff too. So Omar gave the role to one of the other co-stars, and I was able to do more with my talents, because I was able to do everybody's makeup, and me and my other makeup artist Ashton, we actually put together the wolf and got his like face together, and the hair on his chest, and even his wig. His hair is a wig. Like it was an incredible experience, and I really do appreciate Omar for just giving us the opportunity, because I never worked with prosthetics. I've never worked with like putting something on a like an actual human being besides myself, so this was fun, and we're able to like expand our creativity. It was an amazing experience. I wish all my experiences could be like this one.
Nice. Jace, big role in this thing. What about you?
Yes, sir.
When you read the script or heard about the project, or however you were introduced to it, why did this pique your interest?
Well, it piqued my interest because I was auditioning like crazy at the time. So when I audition, I'm usually like a go-getter. Whatever role that I fit or feel that I fit, I would audition or try to submit for. So fun fact, I actually didn't only apply for Zen, who is the character that I played. I applied for Rain and River just because I was similar on an aspect of it. So I'm really a go-getter. And then when Omar had got back to me about the project, I really felt honored to, be able to bring his vision to life. And in doing so, the audition process was quite extensive, because you never know what opportunities will hold, and it's always good to really do your best. But with Omar, even if the opportunities that are presented to you don't really like fulfill the way that you want him to, he always provides other opportunities to everybody, and he's always fair, and he always does his best to make sure everybody's included.
All right. Well, the same question goes to you, Kayla. I mean, you heard about this project. What was it about this that you said, I want to be a part of it?
So I actually had ran into the project, well, into the information about the project on Instagram. And I just so
Wow.
happened, I was crazy because I was out that night. And I just so happened to be scrolling through, how you post stuff on your story, but I had actually saw Omar's story, and I was like, oh snap, let me hop on this. I almost missed the deadline. I almost missed the deadline. And like roles were getting taken like clockwork. So I was like, oh wait, I didn't really have too much time to really look through the role, like the characters and their descriptions. So I think originally it was Sandeep I chose.
Right.
But I was looking for like, because some of them were written for certain age groups, and I was like, darn, I can't play a 50-year-old. So I was looking through those, and I was like, okay. He told me something about the role, and I was like, okay, we're not gonna do that. So he was like, I got this role for you. I was like, all right, cool, let's try that one. So I was like, but how am I supposed to look like a 40-year-old? I barely look 20. So basically, I just went on ahead, ran through the project. We had recently worked on a previous project together, The Brother's Keeper. So when he came out with this one, I was like, oh yeah, okay. I know whatever it is he's doing with this one is everything's gonna work out. And just whatever it was, it's China. It's Omar. It's whatever. I'm always gonna work with Omar, regardless. It's always, when I say it's one of the best indie sets it is the best indie set I've ever been on.
Wow.
So whatever it is that he does, I'm gonna be there.
Well, I'm gonna stay with you. Go ahead, Omar. I cut you off.
No, I appreciate that, Kayla.
Oh, of course.
So I'm gonna stay with you, Kayla. I'm gonna work backwards with this question. Are you looking for any film industry networking opportunities? Like, what are you looking for next? Is there anyone you'd like to meet or audition for, or what's next for you?
Right now, I'm kind of trying to choose. Not tooting my own horn, but I'm a woman of many talents. So for me, I'm about to start YouTubing. I like to build things. So for me, as far as this industry, well, as far as the industry goes, my end goal is to weave my way in this industry, like So well, basically put it so there is basically nowhere you cannot put me. So if you can't put me in a role, you can, put me on props. So you could put me on makeup, you could put me on hair, you could put me on construction if you like. I'll build your props. We can build the sets together. So that's just my end goal with the whole industry. So right now, what I'm just looking into, I've kind of got into open mics, and I've really gotten into sharing my gift with the world as far as singing goes. I don't do music. I actually identify as a singing actress. So, um, I guess, you know, I'm just using singing right now to kind of infiltrate and network. So all I'm looking for next is to just be picked up by any talent that I have at this
Uh,
point.
all right. What about you, Jace? What's any contacts you're looking to make, and what are you up to now? Is it more auditions? Like, what are you doing?
Well, at the moment, there isn't a specific contact that I'm looking to make, but as of right now, I am working on my body in a physical aspect. I've gotten back into stunt training and coordination, and I'm just trying to utilize my agility and try to get my body back to the way it used to be. Um, I really enjoy stunts, and I'm trying to apply that towards my acting and give more versatility with it.
Hmm. Okay. And Angel, what about you?
Um, I really, if I make it, because I am traveling back to Atlanta in time, I want to meet more, I guess, industry people because I'm still learning the process of everything. I'm in my acting era, is what I call it. So I wanted to audition more. I want to be in more films on TV series and stuff like that. What I have going on right now is I have a few projects in store. I have to audition for a few things this month. I just started I joined a film company with so I can help more LGBT films get out there as well as still work in what I'm doing as acting and stuff. So I'm trying to help my community, and I've recently became bi-coastal. So I'm in California because I'm acting and doing film work out here, but I'm also in Atlanta. So I'm juggling my career and having fun while doing it.
All right. And Omar, you're in the middle of post. I mean, come on.
Right.
You need color, editors,
Yeah.
composers,
Well,
5.1 mix. Like, what are you looking for?
so currently the project is mixed in stereo. I have struggled a lot with audio. Um, I did get a audio engineer. If I know you were an audio engineer, I would have reached out to you. But that's one of the things that I struggled with because I'm not an audio engineer. I do a lot of editing using DaVinci Resolve, so that's what we use to edit the entire project. The project is, I'd say, complete, but needs to be mixed for the audio, as well as having the composer that we have on site kind of get with the program. Is struggling with the composer to get the right themes out. Um, but I have faith that he will get it done the way that that fits the theme for the movie. Um, but it has been a struggle financially to do an entire feature film, just out of my pocket, So that's one of the things I do not know or have experience on getting a film funded. And for this particular film, I created a franchise. So there are two other feature films that are follow-ups from this particular film. So this is part one. It's a three-part trilogy. Um, and then there is a spin-off TV show that I wrote that's called The Troll Disease. So there is a lot of content and world building behind this production. It's just a matter of having the resources to proceed. I don't want it to be a low budget for the rest of the chronological, order for the trilogy because it's just going to be a lot to afford. But yeah, that's where I'm at. As far as networking goes, I'd like to have or bring on board an executive producer, um, or a showrunner or something like that, that I know how to get distribution. It's just I'd like to have funding to the point where I can afford a audio engineer, a reputable one, a composer, an editor. That way, or a colorist. That way, I can focus more on the entire film on a high level, or getting the details in, versus I'm editing, I'm coloring, I'm audio mixing, I'm composing, I'm doing Foley. I made a video on Instagram the other day when I was showing everyone how I did Foley. And, I was roaring like a werewolf and I had to change my voice. I used a bag of coins to simulate footsteps, just doing everything right at home. And it's taking months to do. Plus, I got other things to do. So that's one of the things. I want to continue film producing. I want to continue writing. I do have a lot of content. I do have a very dark and deep imagination. And I feel like that spilled out into this particular film and the others that I'm working on. I do also write books. So those are things that I want to incorporate in the future. And I want to make this my full-time job.
All right. Good stuff. Well, look, I hope you make the contacts you're looking for. There'll be plenty of people at us at Atlanta After Dark that really are filmmakers just like yourself. And there's also people that are looking to help finish projects. So I hope you find the content that you need. And your script is very good. I had no idea you gotten this far with the film. So I know the film has to be fire because the script was excellent, just high marks across the board. The judges were just very impressed with your work. So we appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Is there anyone here, anyone that you'd like to thank that maybe couldn't be on the interview today?
Well, definitely, I'd like to thank the entire cast and crew. We have, I believe, over 60 people that were part of this production. That includes extras, cast, crew, producers, friends. This was just me lighting a match, and everyone started a forest fire, pretty much. Contributing to this. It came out way better than I expected. I remember telling Angel how the werewolf would look, and when Angel went ahead and put in those prosthetics and did the hair, because my werewolf has dreads. It's not like your typical werewolf. It's a more of a humanoid type that stands on stilts and has really thick flowing locks. And Angel, I remember when I gave the wig to Angel, and it looked kind of,
like a bust down. It was very
like
nice.
right, yeah, it's like something you wear
It
to
had some
yourself.
edges. It was very
Yes, and Angel took it, and I don't know what he did to it, but when it got when she brought it back, it looked like a beast. It was thick, real rugged, real, exactly how I imagine it to be. Angel brought it to life, and him and Ashton, of course. Well, her and Ashton, of course, and it was amazing. The actors and actresses, they really brought their best game. We had very long sets at time, 12 hours. We had situations where we had to sneak into places to get some footage. We got kicked out of places to get footage. We had situations where the AC went out and I almost passed out. We turned water.
That was the first day.
So that was
Wow.
the first day, and it was. I tell you, it was something that I will never forget. The experience. I feel like the experience is actually more valuable to me than the actual product, because this is, I made lifetime friends, lifetime relationships, and I feel like once we continue this production or any other production, it would only get better.
All right. Well, amazing, man. It sounds like a great project. I can't wait to see the finished product once you get it done. Is there anything else any of you would like to add before we leave today?
I just want to thank Omar for the opportunity again and just allowing me to be a part of this. Jace for allowing me just to do your makeup, Kayla, all of y'all. Just I really had fun with this. Ashton, when you see this, I thank you for just us working together and everything. The judges, thank y'all for choosing this production and just allowing us to be in this festival. So thank y'all, and thank you for having me too.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Kind words. All
I
right.
just
Well,
wanted to
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to thank everyone who helped pull this project together. But on my side, I really just want to thank like my family for always being like supportive of anything that it is that I do. But most of all, thanks, Omar. Well, I just know you're Chin. It just feels weird calling you Omar. But thanks, Chef, for always considering me to be a part of your project. I really do appreciate it.
Thank
I'll
you.
also like to say thank you, Omar, as well. You have been looking out for everybody. You always put your best foot forward and try to work through the hard times. And we all love you and we all show gratitude. And I also want to give a big shout out to the cast and the crew who put so much hard work. And I also want to give a special shout out to Milani because I know she couldn't be here today and wanted to.
Right.
And I just want to say, be on the lookout when this project comes because we're only going to go bigger, badder, and better. So
Oh,
be on the
yes.
lookout.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Shout out to Melania and Kiki too.
Yeah.
Sisters.
They were powerhouses for this movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
And Miss
Especially
Regina.
Kiki, her voice
And
in the
Regina.
intro.
And
Mhm.
Miss Regina. Yes.
Yes, and Miss Regina, yes.
Yes.
Those are Mika, those are the characters that play Anna, Claudia, and Nani.
Okay.
Oh, and Steph, the assistant director, the AD.
Yes.
She
Yes.
is amazing. She helped us with
Yes.
everything. She was so cool. Oh, and Jalen. She was
Jalen,
so
yes.
sweet to me. Oh my God. Thank just the entire casting crew. I just can't thank y'all enough because
Yes.
I've been on a few now, and this is what I hold as a standard. So even though it was an indie film, I hold this as a standard to all the films that I'm gonna be on now in the future because
Yes.
Omar, you were amazing, and so is everybody else.
Far too kind.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, and
that
shout
was
out to Miss Chantel.
Of course.
Because the food
Of
is
course.
Yeah, the
always
food.
banging
The food.
on set.
Oh my
Shout out
God.
Chicken
to Miss
suspended.
Chantel.
Oh my
Yes.
God, that
Yeah.
food.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's
And Josh.
awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. You guys have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
man.
You too.
Take care.
Thank you.